is David, the chosen one, Adeleye. You know shit about boxing.
And we asked our viewers and listeners for questions for you, but we only asked this morning, so we probably haven't got many.
I got a text late last night actually going, sorry for the lateness.
Yeah.
I'm bad at texting. Trying to get me in and whatnot. My replies are crazy, innit?
You're just the worst at texting. Sorry to break an exclusive here, but you're terrible.
No, I'm bad in my phone.
Like, yeah, I'll definitely come. And then no text for about 24 hours. I'm like, is he coming though? Is he?
Not many people have like a 5-day working response from me. I'll just be like, I'll reply to that another time.
So the only one I've got on here is NB99 with no picture on his profile or her profile. It says, when are you going to step up a level?
2023.
Yeah.
God willing. You know, certain fighters, like I said to you though, my last time we had 13 opponents pull out.
Wow.
But this has been going on since I was like 3-0. Oh no. People are pulling out, yeah, we'll fight Adeleye. And then it's like, oh, this person wants to fight. Yeah, let's do it. And then it's like, oh, this person's pulled out.
What do you think it is? Do you think they've watched your fights, or do you think they've heard on the grapevine about you in sparring? What do you think it is that's putting them off?
Both. I used to think that as all, like, what is it? But I'm like, why would they take all of these fighters? They're saying they want these fights and whatnot. But how come they never end up taking it in the first place? You know, we opt for some undefeated fighters. You know, someone that was coming that was like, yeah, look, we need to go in there and really prove ourselves because these people are undefeated and whatnot. And it's like, they give it to me because it's not a problem for me. But comes to it, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, sorry, the fight's not on. So I was like, what? We opt for a fight in the top 50 last year. I mean, not even this year, that was last year. And yeah, they accepted. Next thing you know, the fight got pulled. So it was like, where do we go from here? You know, you can only play the cards you're dealt with. So
it's quite frustrating though for you.
Yeah, of course it is. It is. But 2023, God willing, these titles and these step up in levels come. And,
if you could choose for your next fight in January the ideal opponent for this stage of your career, who would you pick? You can name a few if you want.
I didn't even know one. Realistically, I wouldn't even know one. Like, I would never go out my way and say I want this, and this is like, boom, this is who we're fighting. It's like, all right, sweet. So it's never ever me asking for certain opponents. Like, the whole Nathan Gorman thing started with like the media, like, what do you think of Gorman? I'm like, I'll kick his ass. And boom, it started going off and off and off. And
would you still want that fight now though, or do you, it's devalued? Yeah.
Go wait in the queue, man. Cause he didn't want to give me my time. When I was calling him out, he's looking at me like, oh, who's Adeleye? Like, I'll do this, I'll do that to him. I was like, alright, if you're saying, like, for me now, someone's calling me out and I know how lightweight they are, it's like, you know what, you keep asking for it, come in and get it. You know, so I know you didn't believe all of that stuff you were saying about me. Oh, wild fight Adeleye. Like, you wouldn't. Like, realistically, you wouldn't.
Why do you choose not to call people out?
It's not that I choose not to, it's just like no one's really giving me a reason to call them out. I mean, don't get it twisted. My personality is going to start shooting show in 2023. But like, I'm not on this whole, let me be polite for the camp now. Forget all of that. I'm going to be myself. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, switch the channel, you know. I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I believe in myself, that's what it is. And some people can't really seem to fathom that. It's like, who does this guy think he is? But it's like, if he was me and he was doing what he was doing in the gym or whatnot, you knew what sort of power.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Though,
every day.
Believe it. Yeah. So,
why are you laughing? He is.
No, I believe it.
I don't know what he's doing in the gym, but I'm just going to assume I'm doing exactly the same thing. We'll see just how confident David is when he's faced with the hot seat after we come back.
I do have some questions from Andy White.
Oh, hold on.
Hold up.
Turn the heat down on that hot seat. We're not ready yet.
So Andy White says, why have you been so inactive during your career, especially in the last year? Career. I did say career, didn't I?
Yeah. He's a poet and he didn't know it.
Yeah, good question. So I was meant to fight at the beginning of the year, then I'm getting pushed back. So we want to get Dave on a big show. Got pushed back to April, and credit to Frank Woman and the team, they got me out straight away. They tried to get me straight out after the White, threw me on the card, and then I got injured. And then it didn't work with time and schedules. I had to see specialists, get my interview.
What was the injury?
Dealt with my hands and whatnot, and then got back into the gym and ended up boxing again in November. So it was an inactive year for me, but obviously 2023 is going to be a way more active year.
Yep.
How's the injury now?
I'm knocking people like that. There's no tomorrow.
And would you benefit from moving to a new trainer to raise your profile?
That's an interesting reason to move to a new trainer, isn't it? Not to improve your skills, but to raise your profile. I bet some boxers do that though.
Not really. I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't think of it like that. It's more about how I feel with a person and my connection with the trainer.
You're comfortable where you're at?
Yeah, so I'm good where I'm at. I feel like I'm still learning new things as well. You know, it's not like I'm at a standstill. So yeah.
If people start talking about your trainer as, you know, one of the more respected coaches in the game because of the work he does with you, would you get a sense of pride from that?
Definitely. I mean, most definitely. It's like a football manager getting all the credit because his team's winning the Champions League and all the trophies, you know. So as the players, you're going to be like, wow, look, we've done good for our coach as well. So
if Frank was a football manager, which football manager would he be?
I'll tell you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do they share? What qualities or whatever?
Josh, he's not no Alex Ferguson. Like he's serious, but he's like he can talk to you. You know, Arteta can talk to his players. He can understand them. He can come at them from different angles. He's not just one straightforward person. You know, Frank's serious, and at the same time he can muck around with you, have a bit of fun with you. He knows how to make training serious, but he's not serious to the point where you come in and you're dreading it. You know, so we get to work and like it makes me work, but it's like at the end of the day, like you're living a dream, innit? So make sure you remember you're living the dream, don't take it too serious. So yeah. On
that note, what do you do kind of outside of the gym and fighting and everything else? Do you take some time to enjoy the fruits of your labours?
Definitely, man. I like to chill. I like doing different activities like skating and all of these other things. I kick ball. I got ball tomorrow. So I'm always active.
Are you quick?
Fast.
I wouldn't have thought you were just because like your size and your height.
You know, I'm fast. I'm very fast. Like, I mean, let me not go and say I'm very fast, like I'm Usain Bolt or like I'm Mbappe. But yeah, for my size, I'm fast. Like I was beating all of the fighters when we put us on 100 meters. I'm beating the middleweights and light and all these slighter guys. 100 meters.
It sounds like an event we should put on.
I know. I'm
Britain's fastest boxer. Yeah, get you all on a track.
Get us on the track.
We had a media day a couple of weeks ago. We were at Talk Social, and we had like a media versus boxer.
Oh, the O2.
Like, yeah. I obviously was fantastic.
Of course, yeah. Who came out on top?
I don't know.
Oh.
I won one game.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
good at ball though. I used to proper kick ball when I was younger.
Are you in an academy?
No, my brother and that.
You're not that good then, are you?
With me. No, I played for a football team and then that football team just stopped. I forgot what happened one season. The team stopped and I just stopped kicking ball. I wasn't motivated enough to go find another team. I didn't want to have to make the whole new friendship group.
Yeah.
Talk to different managers and then they start talking to me a certain way, so I just didn't do it again. But obviously you still do it as fun and whatnot, so.
Why is boxing better than football for you?
Me as a person, I feel like it just does better for me. Personally, you know, it's objective and whatnot. It's all on people's opinions and that, but boxing for me, I like fighting. And I like watching the sport. You know, I'm a student of the game. I'm a fan of the sport. A lot of people do, but they're not fans. You ask them, do they watch boxing? They say no. I mean, I'm a fan. I see certain fights. I'm like, I need to tune in and watch how this fight's going to unfold. You know, so
who are kind of your influences, like boxers that you looked up to or took elements of their style or anything like that?
Roy Jones, Lennox Lewis, Ali, them three. Wow. Mainly.
Can't go wrong with those three, to be fair.
And I love Roy Jones. Like, he's like the guy. I used to watch him on my come up a lot.
He wants to train Joshua.
I heard.
Good move for Joshua, do you think?
I mean, he'll get a lot of pizzazz in his sort of style and what. He'll have a lot of flair in his style going with someone like Roy Jones. But I feel like you gotta have it. I thought Joshua does though, because you see certain things with Chris Eubank and with the Roy Jones, it doesn't really work for him. I think Roy Jones had a bit too much swag. I think Joshua could pull it off though.
Interesting. Yo, Danny Flexen here. Think you know shit about boxing? There's only one way to find out. Listen to the full podcast via one of the links in the description or go to secondsoutboxing.podbean.com.
You know shit about boxing.